So here we are looking at the Yes Emoticon, and this is just such a great freestyle to all mountain freestyle board. You could kind of call it either way. It's got a pretty mellow, buttery, easy flex, but as you can see on the table, there's a nice bit of camber right here that then goes past the bindings and then into a mellow rocker. So it's kind of like a mellow camber and a mellow rocker. And that combination creates stability between the feet. I think I got a bug. Stability between the feet, which is great for one footing off the chair and flat basing through a long, like flat cat track. But then you also have you know, a little drive and a little spring out of the turn like you do with camber, but without the catch of camber. And it doesn't feel loose like if you tried rocker boards or hybrid rocker boards with rocker in the middle, going to a mellow camber that doesn't come all the way back down. They feel really loose, where this tracks really well but doesn't catch. There's also a cool thing, I don't know if you can see on this side, maybe I'll turn it this way, and you can kind of see that there's an indentation here they call underbite, and it's kind of out near the end of each binding. And it does two things. It creates like two places where the edge in each binding, so like 4 places where it really bites into the snow, and it has a similar effect to magnet traction there. However, magnet traction extends out, this goes in, and it also improves the turn initiation. So it's got really good edge hold. It's a really good board if you're going to be riding harder snow, harder to icy snow. It can really do well there. I'd say it's just a shade below like full magnet traction, but better than mellow mag, which is like their 0.5 mag, if you're comparing it to Mervin and to edge hold. But you know, you're looking at a true twin, you can see, and it's got a centered stance, so don't get this if you set back in powder. There's also only 5 inserts. Normally there's 6 with most, so you don't really have a wide variety of stance options. Probably where you're going to set it up is where you're going to keep it. You want it centered, and you're probably not going to be able to set it back much or at all. So be careful with that, because a lot of people think, oh, I'll just get a twin board and then I'll set it back. But no, they do things for a reason. But this is go you do this centered to ride one way or the other. If you really want to get good at riding fakie / switch, hit the park and really just take on the mountain like you're in a park, or just take on the park, this is a great board. It's not a great board for those that you know, want a longer nose and a slightly shorter tail and have a setback stance so they can get really far back on board and get a lot of directional float. No, you're kind of in the middle here, but at least you have that rocker in the tip and tail. And you know, here's a look at the base. You know, I believe it's an extruded base, but that's fine. A lot of people seem to freak out about extruded versus centered, but unless you wax all the time and you're putting the right wax on for the right conditions, sometimes, you know, an extruded base will be better because it lasts longer, it's a little more durable, it doesn't gouge as easy, and if you're not somebody who's like waxing all the time, this will work really well. So all in all, the Yes Emoticon is one of our favorites for all mountain freestyle riding, and it's a great price point, and that's why we like it as, like, you know, for those of you who see hard snow, it's a great hard snow favorite, but it's also a good any kind of condition favorite, and that's why we like this over some of the more aggressive magnet traction boards, because it's stable, it's playful, it's catch free, but it grips really well in hard snow, but it's not going to grab in powder either, or soft snow. It grabs in hard snow and doesn't overly grab in soft. So it's a fun board, and it's great for those aspiring or to accomplished freestyle riders.